Hey, Scott here. Well, I just want to clear up one thing, actually a few things, but I want it to be in one place so that people don't have to chase around the information. So, let me start from the top. Jesse and I were talking about doing an Alaskan cruise, and we said, well, why don't we turn it into a group cruise? It is not a meetup, guys. A meetup for Jesse and I is something that is cheap. A whole bunch of people can get together, relatively inexpensive, and an Alaskan cruise is not really cheap. But it is a once-in-a-lifetime event. So I'm going to try to go from top to bottom, soup to nuts, one video only. And then, Thursdays I'll update folks, and Jesse and Lisa on their lives will update folks. So this is the one that you're going to want to share if you could. Please don't hijack other people's lives. I feel bad. If you're going and you want to make it bigger, right on. I'm not saying please don't share it. What I'm saying is just don't hijack other people's lives. Nobody said anything. I don't know. I feel bad that, there is some people that can't afford to go, and, and not that they're holding it over our heads or whatever. They understand this is a once in a lifetime thing for many of us. So, we are going on the NCL, which is Norwegian Cruise Lines. The ship is the Encore. We're leaving from Seattle, returning to Seattle. I will put the itinerary in the Facebook group. If you are thinking about going on the cruise, then please join the Facebook group, ask questions, talk, chat. That's pretty much what it is. It is private. And if you're sending your friends, I know I have some friends that'll probably be on the cruise with us. Tell them to join the Facebook group. It's all good. We are going August the 24th to the 31st, 2025. So you have about 2.5 years to pay for it. The deposit's $125 each, which I guess it's a good segue here for the Cruise First. The Cruise First is anywhere from $150. You give Norwegian $150, they credit your account $300. Or some of us were fortunate; they were running a promotion. We got $250 for $500. Or we gave $250 and we got $500 from Norwegian. So that's not that it equals $750. They double it. Okay, so your $150 turns into $300, and your $250 turns into $500. I just want to make sure that everybody understands that point. You're not going to get $450 or $750. That's not the deal. Okay. There is no other promotions that go with our big one except for past and present veterans. They will save an extra 10% on top of all the incentives Jesse and I have negotiated into this trip. We are considered a group now. We are well over the 5 that we needed. We're actually double plus already. I'm astounded at the outpouring of support. This is going to be such an amazing cruise. We're going to get to meet, people that I probably would never have met in my life. I'm going to be able to sit down and have a beverage or have a meal with them. It's going to be amazing. So we've cleared up the deposit. So even with the 150, 300, you're still well over the 250 that's due for the deposit. Like I said, it's 125 each. So even if you do the smaller cruise first, you're still getting $150 free. It's just not, you're losing out on $100 in essence is what it is. Passports. An American citizen does not need a passport with the NCL cruise line. But the excursion in Skagway that Jesse and I are setting up, you will need a passport because it does come into Canada, into the Yukon, and it is it's the same rail line. I'm sure they fixed it up once or twice since the gold rush. This line was built blood, sweat, tears. So it is a 6.5 hour excursion. We jump on the train. We go into the mountains, go into Canada, come back, and then we will have lunch. We will have panning for gold, and then get back on the train and head back down to the port. Now, the one good thing is this is an NCL sanctioned event. If something happens to the train, the ship has to wait for us. We don't have to, that's the one thing. I'll be quite up and honest. If you miss the ship because your shopping or your food took too long, that's on you. You're called a pier runner. And everybody will heckle you as you run down the pier and we're sailing away. Don't be late. Again, I'm going to say 150 times during this, you only book through our guy to get our deals. If you call the 800 number, there's nothing Jesse and I can do. You're out the money. You can't jump over into ours. Terry cannot get you pulled over to ours. So you have to book through Terry. I will put in the description all his contact information, his personal phone number, his email. And if you have a question that I can't answer, feel free to contact Terry. That's his job. And he loves to talk to people. So he has been fabulous with every single person. If you have a disability, don't let that hold you back. They have things in line that they will ensure you have a fabulous time. So don't let a disability, right from you stepping on an airplane, where your closest airport, till you step off the ship, things are in order that will ensure you have a good time. And passports, guys. U.S. passport, it's $145. 10 years, they're good for. Canadian passports are $160. And again, they're good for 10 years. So as of the end of February 2023, you don't need it. We're sailing in 2 years. God only knows what's going to happen in 2 years. I'm just saying, if you're going to get your passport, get it now, and you don't have nothing to worry about. And you can come on the excursion that Jesse and I are planning. It's going to be amazing. Okay, we've went over the date, passports, the cruise money. Yes, the first 30 folks that are paid, Jesse and I are going to be doing a giveaway. I know, Jesse, Lisa, giveaway? Ooh, what a thunk it. The main prize, I wish I could be in the draw for that. Maybe I'll set up another YouTube account. No, I wouldn't do that. So everybody's asking, or some people have asked, so what's the deal? Our group's being offered pretty much soup to nuts from the only one that you're getting a 5% discount is the interior cabin, because it's less money. So you're looking at under $3,000 for an interior cabin. That includes your flight. These are rough numbers, guys. Only rough. That's one person flying from Alabama is going to be just under $3,000. Balcony flying from Ottawa, Canada, you're about 55 after all the discounts are in. So from outside, goodness gracious, I'm drawing a blank here. The ocean view, up, you start getting more benefits because you're paying more. So, roughly, guys, inside is going to be, I'm just, again, using numbers that I've heard. So inside's about $3,000, a little under. Ocean view is a little under 4. Balconies, little around 5, like 5,500. And club balconies about 6,000 to 66. This is Alaska. It's not like you're going to cruise Alaska every year. This is a once-in-a-lifetime deal on a ship that is made for Alaska. There's a lot of ships that are up in Alaska, but they don't have heated pools. They don't have a glass cover, so that if the weather's crappy, we can still be in the pool. So it includes your flights. It includes your beverages. If you don't drink alcohol, then get the pop package. You've got internet, you've got dining, you've got excursion. If you're planning on coming with Jesse and I and you have the excursion, you're going to save an extra $50 more than anybody else. And if you're going to do excursions at every stop, that's the one that you want to do. If you're not going to do any excursions, then don't get that one. You know what I mean? On top of all said and done, ocean view, balcony, club balcony, suites, haven, all the way up to the, Grand Poobah's suite, you get 15% off. So on a balcony, we're cruising with us with all the discounts that we have. I figured out you're going to save anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000, depending on what packages you take and everything. So it is well worth going early and signing up. Again, Jesse and I got stuff planned for here. The only thing that will cost you on top of whenever you talk to Terry and set up all your cruise stuff, the only thing you will have to pay for is your transfer from the airport to the hotel. Your hotel for 1 or 2 days, depending if you're coming 1 or 2 days earlier. I do recommend you're minimum 1 day early. If you go to fly in that day and something happens to your plane, you get in weather, something, you get plane problems, guess what? The ship's not waiting for you. So away the ship goes and your vacation is down the tubes. So that's why you get the insurance. You don't need the insurance, but I have underlying health issues. I am getting the top. And I'll have probably 3 or 4 different insurances. And I'm not saying you have to get NCL's insurance. It is quite costly. But I know what NCL will give me. And then with my other, it's not like we're going to a third world country with this cruise. If you get sick, you're going to Canada or you're going to the US. So it's not like you're going to be in immediate danger and, they're going to hold you hostage. Like I was saying, one of the ladies was taken by ambulance off of the cruise that I was just on. Cozumel? Or, anyways, one of our stops. $4,500 just to be seen. And that was paid up front because she had no insurance. So, guys, it's whenever I say you need insurance, you need insurance. I'm just saying you may be able to find it cheaper, but make sure you can go on NCL /insurance, maybe ncl.com/insurance, and it will give you the breakdown of what their insurance covers. As long as you can get the same, if not better, for cheaper, and make sure you have the COVID-19 rider. If they won't give you that, your insurance is nothing. Because if you've got to be airlifted off the ship because you've got a bad, issue with COVID, guess what? You're going to wish that you paid the $600 for insurance. Now, I got the top of the line, and that's for both Debbie and I. So, again, the deposit is $125 per person, $250 a room. And the cruise first pays either one. As long as you buy the cruise first, you don't have to come up with a deposit because you're already buying your deposit through the cruise first. Other than that, guys, if you're military, make sure you tell Terry, and he will take an extra 10% off, which adds up whenever we're talking $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. Now, 7 is a large suite. Let's see here. So yeah, I will post Terry's information down below. If you want to go ahead and book, like I said, the first 30 people will be put onto a wheel, and we will do giveaways. Just to let you know, I just talked to Terry today. This is Tuesday. I don't even know what date it is. 21st of February. We're at 13 people, I believe. So guys, we're almost halfway to the 30. And that was in less than a week. So I know there's quite a few people waiting for the first of the month so that they can put their deposit down to get in on the drawing. So I don't know how far into March this is going to go before we have to do a drawing that we've hit 30 cabins. If you plan on... No, I'll just leave that one alone. Again, it covers your flight. It covers gratuities. It covers everything, guys. Put it all in at once, so you don't have to worry about coming up with an extra $400, $600 on the ship to pay your gratuities and whatever else. If you want to tip them after by yourself, so be it. I did. Whenever we were gone, I had the prepaid gratuities. Well, if I didn't think your service was any good, I didn't tip you extra. If you gave me fantastic service, you got another good tip. Most of these people are away from their families for 8 months at a time. They go home for 2 and they're back for another 8-month contract. You know, so do you have to? No. But I probably spent between $200 and $300 extra tipping on top of what we paid our gratuities, but that's just us. So I will cut it down. I've rambled long enough. If you can't get the answer on the Facebook page, not a problem. Email myself, email Jesse. If we can't do it, call Terry. And if you're ready to go ahead and book, just go ahead and call Terry. He will just say that you're with Scott and Jesse, the Crusin Alaska 25 group, YouTube group. And Terry will know exactly who you're talking about, and he will look after you. It may take a few days for him to get back. I know his voicemail says within 24 hours. He's working on 3 different group packages right now. The other ones are like, I think this year. So guys, we're 2 years out. Once you're into the system, you know, and don't worry. I will announce that we're getting close whenever we're getting close to the 30, because Terry does update me once a week, let me know where we are. And yeah, and he did last Thursday. We were at 10 or 11 folks, I forget. And I was just talking to him this afternoon, and he said that he had 2 or 3 more confirmed. So we're either at 13 or 14. So we're almost halfway there, guys. So again, if you're thinking about it, just get your deposit in. You still have 2 years to, and it's fully refundable. Okay. If, you know, a year and a half down the road comes and you're going, no, life just hasn't been good to me, I can't do it. If you use the cruise first, you get your money back. You just don't get NCL's part of it. It comes in a voucher that you use over the next 3 years to use it. So it'd be February or March of 2026. So anyways, guys, again, 908 days. I'm not keeping track already, I promise. But yeah, this has consumed a lot of time, a lot of resources. Jesse and I are on the phone multiple times a day, trying to get everything all figured out, get it sorted out, trying to answer questions. So, and poor Jesse and Lisa are on vacation right now, and they're still being troopers about it. And yeah, all I can say is thank you, Jesse and Lisa, for helping out while you are on vacation. And it's made life a little more bearable for me on this end. So don't forget, guys, take care. God bless. And I hope to see you in Alaska 2025.